Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Jackie Geisinger, Sales Development Manager for the Amber region, coming to you on the final day of June. Well, you know we launched an amazing Freedom Challenge Part 1 and Part 2 during the month of June with Jafra, and we wanted to come together and give you a training piece today, a networking piece today about the Freedom Challenge. We know June is just ending, and we hope to have some celebrations with you all with cash and computers, but we also know that the cash, the big bucks that's on the table, continues now through February. So I wanted to do one training piece that we can use during July, August, and even into September on the Freedom Challenge. And so this will be our recording about the $8,500 potential Freedom Challenge, be it more, be it less, that's on the table. We're going to review that challenge, number one. Number two, we're then going to just have our top leaders and consultants that are with us today share any of their best tips and how have they sponsored, how do they sponsor in some of their habits and some of their behaviors within their business daily, weekly, monthly. Then we'll go into a little training piece that you can continuously take a look at. We've kind of collectively gathered some of our training slides from years gone by, some of the key components that are in your Jafra Beautiful, but this does not replace the wonderful training that's at Jafra Beautiful. There you have great basic 8 modules. I encourage you all to refresh yourself, renew yourself, go through those 8 modules, take a regraduation course this summer with yourself. They're about 20 minutes each. Get a fresh start to the basics, and then you'll see there's even more training like Rising Star training. So go back and take any training or any webinars on sponsoring and leadership that you can find. We've got some great training out there, and you want to put yourself in school all summer long to earn cash bonuses of $8,500 and more or less. There is just about challenging yourself to be the best you, inviting everyone every day to take a look at the business and inviting everyone every day within the business to take a look at leadership. It's giving the gift away every day, offering more freedom to them in their life with more change and hope, opportunity, and offering freedom to you by, again, they win and you win. For all of you with us, I will say this, if you're listening to this as a consultant, in order to get that much cash, you really have to promote fast. The way you get these bonuses will be the sooner you promote to manager, the sooner these cash bonuses are available. So it's not about someday, it's about today. And that's what we're here to bring you today, is how to earn it all with the Freedom Challenge. So as you know, we're finishing June. I don't want to review a lot of this because June is ending today, but I do want to just take a quick review that, again, as you're ending today. Remember, they have to be sponsored in June and have $500 in retail this month for you to qualify for the $100 bill. They then have to have the $500 in retail again next month for the computer. So don't forget those little fine details as we wrap up June and enter into July. That was our Freedom Challenge Part 1. Now let's go to Freedom Challenge Part 2. If you get lost in these details, that's okay. This is recorded. You saw on Paulo's great insider chat this week, we're going to have a Freedom Challenge map. So you can kind of follow a roadmap like we did with the Aspire Club a couple of years ago. So you've got another tool to help you with the details. And you always, consultants, want to make sure you work with your Jafra manager. Managers and above, you always have me with any questions, and there's never a silly question. But I just want to show you the Freedom Challenge in kind of a viewing way where you can look at it on screen. And we'll post these slides again on our Jafra Amber teams, the Jafra Amber region consultant team and leader team groups. So you will find these as well. Remember, each month, this is how you earn cash bonuses. This part of the bonus plan is paid out monthly, by the way. So that's what's really cool. You don't have to wait till February to get the big bonus. So you get $200 when you promote someone to manager, and they achieve their requirements during their first month. That means their maintenance that you can see in the compensation plan. You get a $200 bonus. They qualify and maintain their first month. That's $200. Then they hit month 2, and again, when they meet those requirements, you get another $100. So month 1 is $200, month 2 is another $100. But wait, because they did it 2 months in a row, month 1 and month 2, you would then get a bonus of $100. Every time they maintain, from the time they qualify July 1st through any time they qualify through February, you will be able to have consecutive bonuses. What does that mean? That means, again, when they do 2 months in a row, you get that $100. Why does that seem complicated? Because what if someone didn't hit their maintenance 1 month? That doesn't mean you're out of the bonuses. That means they didn't make it that month, but let's get right on track to their maintenance and do it again, let's say October, November, and then you get that $100 again, okay? So as you take a look at a map on this, imagine if you promoted someone July 1st. Again, she qualified July 1st, and she hit her maintenance her first month as a new manager. There's that $200. Every month again, in the month of August, she's in month 2, she hit her maintenance, there's the $100. Then she's going to also, because she hit maintenance July and August, you get the $100 bonus. So this continues month after month, where you have this opportunity of $200 because she maintained again, and then she did it 2 in a row. That's $200 a month thereafter. So you can see how this escalates. The sooner someone promotes to manager, the more bonuses for you promoting manager. Consultants, these are yours. Once you have the title of manager and you start promoting branches, these bonuses are for you as well. So now, here's what that looks like. Here's how it rolls out in speed. This is not for you to think about. This is fast and for today. Someone who qualifies July 1st, you have potentially $1,600 on the table. Someone who qualifies in August, there's $1,400 when they just maintain every single month. The most important thing is promote a branch and work together to develop them to stay strong and hit maintenance and beyond. The best tip I can give you is start with 4 and always add 2 more people every month to your team no matter what. That really will keep you from never worrying about maintenance. 4 and add 2 more every month. Now, look at the money. As you can see, there's going to be $200 less because you're giving up, the longer you wait, that additional $200 of consecutive maintenance. So if you did 1 branch every single month, could you imagine that would be $7,000 on the table? 1 every month. Every month you're looking for a new person who wants to make money weekly selling and monthly commission overrides by starting with a team of 4, continuously adding more to their team. All right, here's the bonus that will be paid out in February. This bonus is for those groups that you promote, the number of groups you promote, the number of new managers you promote. If you do 1 every month for 7 months, $1,500. If you didn't qualify someone in June, then guess what? Now you're eligible for 6 months. Okay, so that would be promote someone to qualify July, August, September, October, November, and December. So they all have to promote again by July or January 1st. And so that's 6 months, you would get $1,300. 5 months, if you don't qualify someone in July, now you're going to start in August. There again is $1,100. 4 months is $900. The magic to this is they have to be first-time new managers or not have been a titled manager for 24 months or longer, okay, when they qualify. But this is for consultants again. Hurry up, promote to manager, and then start promoting leaders just like you became, okay? So those are the details of the promotion. But remember this, if you had 2 branches in 1 month, that's $1,600 per person, or $1,400 per person, or $1,200 per person. So we're showing you 1 branch per month, but imagine more. That's why this is unlimited. The key is you want to write yourself the check, get your vision of how many leaders you will be promoting. If you're a consultant, when will you first get to manager and start looking for leaders to promote to manager? This is unlimited income, but the time is now. Freedom comes at a price of speed, right? So the Freedom Challenge is about speed. Who, you, and when. How fast will you do this? And how exciting. The sooner you help others become managers, the more money that's available for them as well to meet their goals and dreams. So I pause to say, what would you do with $8,500, even $3,000, $4,000? Picture a dollar amount now. That doesn't even include the override commission. Write it on your paper and decide what's that money for. You know, money never motivates people. It's what the money is for. It may be to be debt-free by next winter. And these cash bonuses could do that for your family. It could be to buy the car that you've got to have but can't afford. It could be to remodel the bathroom, the kitchen. And this is that down payment to get you started. College. What is it that this money will do for you and your family? Freedom comes by seeing it and feeling it. We learned this from Rosa last Friday. She knew her why, and that why made her set one daily goal that aligned to her goal and dream. This is so important because starting with 4 is the beginning of income, the beginning of where you want to be. The ladder really does matter. So where do you want to be? Where will 5 new groups put you as you all start to work together towards freedom and choices in your life? Today, we will be talking about sponsoring training habits. And then next Friday, with all of our leaders at 10 a.m. Pacific, we will focus on promoting leaders' habits. So you'll have 2 different seminars. So consultants, once you're a leader, you'll have the separate seminar as well. So again, don't forget, Be Beautiful is a perfect place for training as well. And you always have your training with your leaders. So this is your opportunity for freedom. Remember to think about your story. Why did you start Jafra? What in your life has Jafra been for you so far? And how is it going to help you in the future? And what's the best part of your business? People relate to you with your story. Picture your summer story of success and start speaking it out loud. I'm looking for whom? I'm excited to have what happen. So revamp your story and work weekly all summer on who you are and what you want to be. Habits become this. When you have your dream in front of you, where you're going, what you want, and what this business income will do for you and your family, then you can break it down into monthly, weekly, and daily goals. Rosa Silva last Friday taught us that. She knew she wanted this beautiful 4,500 square foot home. It's her dream home. Every day she plans her calendar and weaves her number 1 priority in around church, her kids, and her family. That priority is 20 contacts a day. That is what you break it down to. If I want to buy a house in 2 years, then I need to do this much income each month, and this is what it's going to take each day for me to get there. For her, it's 20 connections to people every day. Just like we train in Be Beautiful, 3 to 5 a day will set you on your way to success and lead you to being able to build districts together. So start your day. And then I always say, take a look. Every single day is when you make your to-do list and your action steps for your day, do they really align to your goals and dreams? Is what you're doing today going to get you closer to those Freedom Challenge bonuses? Is what you're doing today in your action and your plans when you plan every morning for your business, is that truly aligning to where you want to go? If not, take a second look. Keep your goal in front of you like you saw Rosa's house. She has that in front of her and her calendar. And she aligns her time to ensure everything she's doing is moving her towards that dream. Then at the end of the day, pause. I like the 5 minutes in the morning, cup of coffee to plan your day, and 5 minutes at the end of the day to analyze, who did I invite today? to have the freedom of the business and the freedom of leadership. Be sure, remember, everything you do is about people, meeting new people and following up with the people you meet. Like Rosa taught us, she never lets anyone set for more than 48 hours. So once you meet them, follow up. And we're going to talk about those habits in just a little bit. So I really wanted to talk about habits today. But bear with me, before we go into training, what I wanted to do today is whoever is with us is meant to be here today. And I wanted to come back and take a look at all of the experts you have sitting on camera with us today. And God bless them, they're amazing, because guess what? It's month end. We're ending many promotions today, and it's almost holiday weekend, and they're all here live with us today. So I want to first of all say thank you for being so committed to being the best you. But I want to open up the microphones before I end with our training component today, because I'm going to do kind of a fast training segment for you of our compilation of training on how to sponsor. I want to open up the microphones to just hear from anyone who would like to share. What are some of your best practices? Many of you have been sponsoring for years. Some of you sponsoring your first couple, like Ashleen out there. But what is it that you do in some of your habits or behaviors to invite people to the business or to invite people to take a look at leadership? So I'm going to open the microphones for some network and sharing from your experts out here today. So take it away, ladies. Who wants to share?
I'll go.
Thank you, Norma.
Several years ago, I've always sponsored. I've always loved bringing women into the business. But several years ago, I made a discovery that I was tired of losing consultants after a while. So I mostly am attracted to my clients, those that love Jafra. And I've used that with one specific lady. Now she's been in my branch for 5 years, I think. She, lots of times when we want to offer somebody a product, they're not sure. If they don't know Jafra, oh, can't touch it. Or this specific lady told me, I can't try your product because I have a condition. She had a kidney problem. But I have a condition, not an illness. She calls it a condition. I said, okay, fine. So I let it go. And then one day at a meeting, at a networking meeting, she told me, asked me, what did you do to your skin? You looked like you had a facelift. And I says, well, no, I didn't, but you know what my product line is. And so she knew that I was using a new product, and that was our gold when it came out, that gold serum. And so she said, well, I'd like to try some. I says, I can't let you have it. And I said, because you have a condition. Well, that made her want it more. And so she says, all right, please let me try it. So she tried it, and then she became a good customer, did 2 months, several hundred each month. She asked me about the opportunity. She was dying to get into our company because she knew we have a compensation plan. And she said, you weren't going to offer me this opportunity, were you? I said, no. I decided that I want my consultants to love my products. Because when you love my products, you don't leave. And she goes, okay, I'm in love. Please sign me up. And so she's been with me ever since. Now, I don't do that to everybody, but there's something, it's a gut feeling. Honestly, there's some people that I don't offer it to, and I'd rather keep them as customers. But I want them first to know, I want to know that they're in love with my products. Some women come into my branch just because they want to do either buy at wholesale or build a business. There's another one that I just signed up. I've been inviting her for months, off and on. She is a good client, loves products. She spends a lot of money. She was on Stave Oil. Finally, she said, we went to lunch, and she said, okay, I'm ready. I'm looking at retirement in a few years, and I want to do what you did, because this is what I did when I was working full time. So I listen to what they say. I don't, all our lunches are not always join my team or do this. It's personal. I keep it personal. I build the friendships. Then they want to be part of my team. So she signed up, and she's been with me since probably 8 years. And now she's a new consultant. She's still working. She's a director at a nurse's in a hospital. And we're planning to do her open house on July 9th. But she told me, she goes, thank you for never giving up on me. And so what I do is I look at them, you know, I sense something about them. And I easily get attached to people that allow me to. And so I'm always looking for a reason to invite them. And sometimes, I'll be honest, there's some that I don't want to invite. You know, I'll keep them as customers. But it's, I don't always, and I'll say it right here. I hate to say, come in for a discount. I hate that with a purple passion. I do not say that. You know, I say, come in and make some money, save some money, whatever you want. This is how I did it. Let me share with you, you know, what I did. Let's customize what you want to do. Another example, I don't mean to take a lot of time, but another quick example. A young lady just joined my team July 9th. She was on the internet, and she was and signed herself up. I don't know where they go, Jackie, but there's somewhere where they're getting reviews on our company versus other companies. This is a third person that's told me that there is a site where they're doing reviews, and out of all the companies she searched, it was Jafra that she wanted. Jackie did the same thing, Jackie Els. And so anyways, this young lady signed up. She was assigned to me. She lives 15 minutes from me. And so she's the one that I did the new consultant orientation. She just wanted to sign up to get her almond oil and her baby products. She's got a 3-year-old and is 6 months pregnant. And she wanted that. And so, but I insisted on new consultant orientation. She didn't know any different. She said, okay. And so that's the one that came. Yesterday, she had over 1,500 in sales. She achieved first level of the fast track in 20 days, 1,500. She goes, I love this. I didn't realize I had it in me. And so I don't know. It's just vibes. Jackie Els tells me, oh, it's your Holy Spirit talking to you. You know, it's, I don't know who's talking to me, but there's certain vibes that I get on people. So I know that I love this company. I share what I love about the company, the product, the people. Honestly, to me, it's never been about the money. Yes, I enjoy the money. I love traveling and spending it. I travel a lot to my families, one coast to the California to Arizona. Now we're planning on buying a house there next year to all my California friends. And so that is what my money's going to do. You know, we're going to get a house there in California. Not sure where yet, but it'll be close to my daughter. This is freedom to me. I can make as much money as I want when I want to do it. It's the bottom line of getting out there, and just like Rosa does. She has a goal. Now I have a huge goal. And you know, California ain't cheap. So, but I share my stories. I'm going to share it when I do my consultants open house or a starter party or whatever we're calling those. And so it's going to be short story. And so, I don't know. It's just, I just love what I do. I love the people in it. I love bringing people in, and I make myself available to coach, whether it's online, in person, however it fits their style. So sorry I took so long.
No, I love it. And thank you so much. And if you really think back to all of us listening, you know, it's Norma loves the relationship. When she knows someone, she feels connected, and knows, you know, finds what's in it for them. And it's very personal. It's not just spamming 10,000 people, right? So it's being connected, paying attention, getting to know that person enough to know why they would most love being a part of Jafra. And at the end, it's not like, hey, here's a good deal, here's a kit. At the end, what you're saying is, this is what I know it could do for you. This is why I know you would love it. You already love Jafra. And so your clients are absolutely a good way to connect with people. But you said a couple of really important things. One is, you know, they're going to win in the end. they deserve to try the business. At the end, yes, they're going to love the discount on the products and all of that. But you know that this can make a difference in their life for whatever reason, financial to personal to professional. You see what's in it for them, and you share that from your heart because you know that's what it's done for you. Most importantly, you also then follow up with your sponsors and show them how to do the business so they are making money. $1,500 in 20 days. Woo! You're always available. She's excited because when they win, in the end, you win, and that gives you the freedom to have what you want, like a home of your dreams for your family. So I think what you said is so incredibly important, and it's from your heart. So, and most importantly, the best part is you never give up on anyone. And I think that, again, is what is so important, to make sure you continue to believe in them and keep offering. It's their time, never yours. And the goal is, you know, they have nothing to lose to give this business a try and everything to gain like you have. So thank you for that, Norma. Awesome, awesome, awesome seeds there that you're planting. All right, we'll take one or two more tips. Anyone else want to share some tips on how they sponsor business behaviors or habits?
We all know this story, but for those of you who are just hearing this on recording, I talk to people. I talk to a lot of customer service people. So, and I used to be a customer service person, so I know how tired your feet get and how stressful it can be to not be able to choose when and where you work. So I talk to people kind of everywhere, whether it's at Petco when I'm shopping for my dogs, or Walmart when I'm shopping for whatever, or Subways, where I found my newest girl that is working toward management. So, you know, and it's just literally, you meet somebody, like kind of like Norma said, you connect with them, you kind of get that vibe off of them, or you just make that instant friendly connection. You know, they got a nice smile, they're personable, they comment on something about you, or you comment on something about them, and you make that personal connection. And then you can get their information with a simple question. So for me, it's always something like, I really appreciate your customer service today. You did a great job. I would love to have someone like you working with me on my team. Would you be interested in more information? And or I'll hand them my phone and say, if you give me your contact information, I can send you more information, excuse me, about what I do. And most times, about 90% of the time, they say, oh, sure, that would be great. You know, because you just made a connection with them. They like you. That's why they're talking to you in the way they are. And so when you have that connection, it's a simple question and a simple conversation, rather than making it a big stressful, I'm going to go out and find, you know, my person today. So instead of that, it's just get out and go around and be visible and meet people. And, you know, some of them are going to say no, or no, thank you, or I just have too much on my plate right now, or whatever it is. But a lot of them will say, sure. And they may not pan out. You may send them the information and they may say, oh, no, that's not really what I want to do right now. And that's okay. It's like, you know, we've heard over and over, it's not about the yes, it's about contacting and communicating and having that person's information. And if they say no, not right now, you say, is it okay if I contact you in a couple months? You know, and check back in with you. And if they say yes, great. You've got someone that you can check in with every few months, every 6 months, whatever. If they say no, then you say, okay, well, I wish you the best, you know, and not, oh my gosh, they said no. It's okay. Just check it off. It's a no. Who cares? It's kind of like we've heard again. If someone offers you coffee and you like to drink tea, you're going to say no to coffee. It doesn't mean you hate the person who offered you coffee. It just means you don't want that right now. So it's not a personal jab when they say no. It's just not right now, or it's not my style, or it's not my thing. So, and that's hard. It's hard for us to hear no, because we're so excited and we're building our business and we think it's the best thing since sliced bread. And we can't understand why everyone doesn't want to say yes, but it's just not some people's thing. It's just not what they want to do. And that's why you ask if you can contact them later. So that's been a process for me to get through and to work through over time. And for me, it's just the easiest thing is to make those connections on a daily basis when I'm out and about. And sometimes it's a mom at a soccer game or whatever it is, that you have these opportunities to meet people and get to know people and make connections with people. And that's really what it's all about, is making those connections.
Excellent. Very good. So again, same thing. Norma was seeing, the value of what she can give to someone else. Lori's doing the same, but it's out and about every single day. And just realizing, you don't get another chance to maybe see that person. And you don't know that when they go home, they don't have any wonderful joy and friends like we do in Jafra. We don't know that they're living paycheck to paycheck and not sleeping at night. And not have a way to pay the bills. We don't know that they just dropped $200 on skincare and hate it. So the only thing we can do is just invite them to have the privilege, the opportunity to love Jafra as much as we have, from products to the business, and just say, gosh, I noticed this about you. Could be what they wear, could be their smile, could be their personality, could be they're good at service, could be they're not good at service, and you could help them be better. No, I'm kidding. But again, it's being conscious to pause a minute, don't get stuck on the words, and realize from your heart that, make a connection with them. Like Norma's connecting with her clients, Lori's giving you a scenario of connecting with people every single day along your way. And that's the beauty of it, is have a plan of people you already know. That's your warm market. And always have a plan with people you don't know yet. And that's your cold market, to plan to meet people along your way each and every day and follow up with those that are already on your mind or on your list. So excellent. I love it. Thank you, Lori. And she's good at that. Let me tell you, she's built her branch in a big way by doing that from social media to as well as out and about in the community. So thank you, Lori. All right, we'll take one more share. Anyone else?
I have something.
Yeah,
when I first started, and now there might be some other people who felt this way, but I was so shy and so afraid to approach someone. So what I did, because I knew that was the only way I was going to build, was to tell myself, the Royal Jelly is my favorite product. So if I did not talk to someone, what I would do is not use Royal Jelly. I made a little game with myself, that because that's the way I was treating that person. I was denying them what I loved so much. And that helped me get over it, because I would just think, I don't care what I say, I'm not going to use, I'm going to use Royal Jelly tonight. So I think that, you kind of have to play games with yourself sometimes if you're afraid to, or fearful about talking to a stranger. And I always say, if they smile at you, then it's a possibility. If they're frowning and everything, don't, go to the next person. I want friendly people.
But Jen, I'm so glad you're speaking. A couple of things I want to come back to is you said something so key. All of you are the boss, right? You're the owner of this business. So what would the boss say to you every day based on your actions, right? So be accountable to you as well. Or find a Jafra buddy. I always had a buddy. I couldn't do it by myself. But I had a Jafra buddy, right? That I would be like, okay, how many contacts did you make this week? What were the results of the number of people we met? How many in sales, reorders, referrals, sponsors, etc. And so I always gave myself that accountability partner. But you're saying something so very important. You've got to challenge yourself every day, but you also need to celebrate yourself. And sometimes we even forget that. You celebrated with Royal Jelly. As long as I do this every day, I get to use Royal Jelly. It's like, and your face will fall off without it. So that's a good challenge. But again, we even did this in the Aspire Club, and many of you were coaches or involved. We would do the sponsoring tracker sheet, and we would try to train them to fill out a sheet a week, because that's 20 new contacts you meet. It suits the beautiful module of talking to 3 to 5 a day, right? And then when you do that, find a way to celebrate yourself, whether it's a bubble bath, a manicure, you take your kids to ice cream and say, Mommy did a great job, I hit my goal this week. Or you do this as a leader at your meetings. How many sheets did they turn in each week? And they get recognition or tickets at your meeting for that. Because talking to people is the end-all, be-all, only way you can grow this business. So you're absolutely right. And I love what you just did with discipline. Similar to what Rosa said, no ifs, ands, or buts. She has to talk to 20 a day. She holds herself accountable. But it's accountable to her family's goals and dreams. I want to come back to one thing before I move on into the training segment, and then we'll open it up at the end again. Janet, I always talk about you, but I haven't had your face with us on this. I brag about you every training, every meeting, because you're the perfect example of how important it is to set daily connection goals. So would you tell us live versus Jackie telling your story about your 100 challenge and what that did for you?
Oh, well, I had, everyone I knew when I went back into the field was either an employee of Jafra or I had sponsored them into someone else's branch. So I needed to meet people. So what I did is I set a challenge of 100 people in 30 days, talking to 100 people in 30 days. And I can tell you, it felt like the first 60 people were all no's. It wasn't true, but it felt that way. And so if I booked a party and I had 5 new people at the party, I counted those 5 people because that was new people. And at the end, and I tracked it in my little book. I was looking for it here. It was kind of look like this, if anyone can see that. And I put 2 cards on each page, and then I crossed them off. It was a kind of like I would call it a dead end. I put a heart if they sponsored, and I would put the amount of sales if they became a client. And it was out of 100 people, 60 no's, 60 dead ends. And then 40 of the 40 that were left, I had 4,000 in sales and 8 sponsored. So
wow,
that was good. And I would call, I was retransitioning into the field from being in corporate. So it was, it's different when you're putting your personal self on the line rather than working for someone else. It's different. And for me, it was, it takes courage. That's what it takes. And if you can get through and do the courage, then you can do it. But, and practice. So I would call, I had a consultant that was very good she could talk to anybody. So I'd call her, okay, Debbie, how do you do this? What do you say? And there are a couple words that help me, like the word treat. Have you ever been treated to a facial? Would you like to do that? That word is very warm and friendly. Another word was open. Are you open to getting together and having coffee and seeing if this is something that would match what you're looking for? And I use those today. Those are very good words to help keep the conversation going.
Excellent. I love it. Well, congratulations on that. The best part was 8 people had opportunity in their life as a result of your challenge. And years later, now, my gosh, how many people have crossed your path after you got that courage, you took the courage to take that chance to make change in your business. And when you do that, that's those 3 C's, courage, chance, and change. 1 month, you pushed yourself. But after that, suddenly, business was in gear.
And I had a business.
That's what it took, right?
Yeah.
So, and you had $4,000 of new clients and new consultants, and just business was set. Now you were on your way. Right. So we challenge you all to do that. And thank you, Janet, because I always have to tell your story, but I never get to have you tell it. So I'm so happy you were here to do that.
Thank you.
So thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, ladies, we're going to come back to chat at the very end, but I want to just take you through kind of a training segment. If you've heard this before, great, but I want you to sit back and just absorb it. This is just a collaboration of years gone by and things today. Like, what do we want to keep in mind as we're sponsoring? And then we'll go to part 2 with leadership and promoting branches. So sit back, enjoy, jot yourself down a couple of action steps that perhaps maybe you're not doing right now as you go through this training. This is kind of systematic training that is a little twist. I always love to do the twist up lemonade. I love the lemonade lady idea of twisting it up a bit, but then being able to align it to your beautiful training and what we do each and every month in our monthly meetings that your leaders also present to you. So let me get back to my screen. And these slides, again, will be available for you on Facebook. All right. So as we go forward, what we're going to just start with is what are the 5 I's to actual sponsoring? Okay. So these are old things that I love to sometimes bring back, but they align to what we also talk about in the 5 steps to sponsoring. But I love the 5 I's. It starts with first, inform. What is informing? Well, let me do the 5 I's first so you can write notes this way. The first I is inform. The second I is invite. The third I is interview. The fourth I is income, and the fifth I is increase. When we take a look at that, we're going to just go back and look at what this means. Inform means that you're sprinkling, sponsoring an opportunity everywhere you go. Okay? So what does that mean? That means that everything you do, we'll give you some ideas today, but everything you're doing, you're adding opportunity, not just product. Because eventually when you're sprinkling it as much as you do product, people start asking you questions. Number two, invite means that you're constantly doing, kind of similar to what Lori was talking about. Have you ever thought of doing something like this? Have you ever thought of having your own business? Do you know anyone who might be interested in taking a look at a great business option, extra income this summer, or who just plain out loves cosmetics? That's inviting. You end every conversation there. Interviewing, whether you're interviewing them on the spot or you have preset dates every week for people to take a look at the business and the product, great. You can use tools for that. You know, I'm a huge proponent, I can't talk, of the opportunity brochure. I don't want to call it opportunity brochure. It's the sponsoring brochure on words that make it happen. And we've got great videos as well that you can share. How often do you share the opportunity video on Facebook? If you don't know how, Lori's going to teach us next week, leaders, on the action webinar with some tech tips each and every week. And then we'll capture some of those tech tips. They're already captured on Facebook. The third is income. This is important. Norma talked about this. The key is then when you sponsor to show them the income quickly. Great starts do matter. Quick cash in their first 7 to 10 to 14 days keeps them in. Their first 30-day goals are important. Norma had a perfect example of someone who joined and instantly went to $1,500 in her first 20 days. She'll never quit. No one quits this business when they're making money. And remember that the 3 services we offer start from day one. That when they're a new consultant, do they offer the opportunity for someone to be a client, a hostess, or a consultant? All 3, not choosing for someone, but offering all 3. So I'm going to grab something here. The client order form is amazing for that. So we have a couple of tools. The Words That Make It Happen brochure is amazing. You also have online the 90-day guide and your client order form. You know what? I had it out for a coaching call yesterday, so let me grab it. And I'll tell you why I'm going to read that. So forgive me. Let me go refind it. I packed it yesterday after my call. But the client order form has 3 questions on it, which I love. Forgive me. It's going to be noisy for 2 seconds. Because I so believe in it, in these 3 questions as using tools to teach, not just information. Here's 3 questions at the bottom of every order form. Let's party together. Yes, I want to earn free Jaffer products by being a hostess. They put a Y there, an M there, or an N there. Number 2, live the life you imagine. Yes, I'm interested in learning more about having my own business. They put a Y, an M, or an N. And the last one, become a beauty insider. Become a Jaffer insider. I want to be among the first to know about new products and offers each and every month. Contact me by email, mail, mobile. Yes, no, maybe. And they check how. When we train our new consultants to use this, first of all, they never feel pushy. They know that they have to offer these 3 services. And it starts from day one. And we help them then build that contact list of who do you know that will love the products? Who do you know that would come to your party or host a party? And who do you know that might be interested in the opportunity that would be the first 4 you're going to add to your team? So we show them the services and we let them allow others to decide. And the last I is in increased levels. Once they're in Jafra, we want to show them how to start with their first 4 and keep growing their income. That ladder really does matter that we showed earlier. The key is, again, how would weekly sales and monthly paychecks help their family? Set their why, create their dreams, and break it into monthly goals, weekly and daily activities. Give them clear set goals. So the 5 I's: inform, invite, interview them. Once they join, we get them off to fast income with fast start as fast as they want it, both part 1 and part 2, and then we show them how to keep increasing their levels of income with more sales and more people. The key is for all of us, never go anywhere without potential consultants. If you're going to a party, you bring guests with you. Do you have a place to always invite guests, whether it's on Zoom, in a room, going to a party, or going out to meet people? Remember to always fill the chair to your left and to your right at a table with a guest. Imagine if you filled 2 to the right and 2 to the left, you could even promote someone into a branch that night. Meaning, if every consultant focused on 2 chairs to 4 chairs that they save at every meeting, every party, every team event you have, every Zoom event, we could start to really promote branches for that Freedom Challenge as well. And teaching them how to invite people. All right, so you've seen some great tools. That's the training, sorry, forgive me, let me get my computer going here, that we're gonna focus on. I'm not gonna repeat a lot of this, but this is part of those 5 I's. We want to help them come up with, again, a way they're gonna earn fast start, both levels, for sales and for sponsoring. Who is their first 4 associates they want to bring into their business to open their own Jafra department store? That will help them earn the iPad too. We start with 4, we keep adding at least 2 to 4 each and every month, and most importantly is that we can also show them the Freedom Challenge eventually, right? They also start with who's their first either hostesses or who's their first clients. Let's start with 10. Because if they're just going to sell Jafra along their way each and every day, they may be just building a couple of client orders a week. If they're going to do a party like Janet shared, they might meet 5 people at every party and there's their 10 customers for the month. The beauty of this is keep them focused on that fast start. Income matters, as we saw in the 5 I's, and then increasing their level of what they're doing each week and each month by offering leadership. Always remember to keep how we make money simple with this business. We have 25 to 50% income with their sales. Like I heard Norma say, we're not necessarily here to talk about a discount. People all need more, even Oprah Winfrey. What do they want to do more in their life if they had more money? What do they want to be if they could in their life that maybe they're not today, like self-employed, right? Their own CEO. What do they want to give in their life that maybe they can't give away today? Who do they want to help? People love to make a difference. And what do they want to have that they don't have? That new car, college tuition for their kids, remodeling their house, etc. Show them how sales builds, but we make 10 to 17% when you start with those first 4 consultants, and that ladder really matters as you invite more consultants and help others become leaders starting with their 4. That's the commission you make on all of the sponsors and all of their clients each and every month. Remember as well, as you promote teams, we make 6 to 13.5% on all of their teams. So we have a great 3-way to make money. Clients and sharing the products, sponsoring and sharing the business, and building teams and sharing our leadership ladder. Those are the ways we make money. There's that ladder. It starts with their first 4, and every group they add, they have a chance to move up that ladder as well, to where those monthly overrides you see on the screen are not a dream. They are theirs when they keep offering the business, the products, and the team income like we have in our leadership program. Now, what are some summer habit busters? Let's talk about this. We heard the 5 I's in theory. Those are the steps to really building and really partnering to our leadership challenge or the Freedom Challenge we have. But what are some habits that we want to do in sprinkling, like we said, the first I along the way every day? Let's go, and that's informing people about the opportunity every single day. I know Rosa last week talked about she uses a $100 bill and tells people, how they can make money and earn hundreds of dollars with their own business. She uses fake play money. You can buy it at the dollar store. I've got them all over my office. But again, you want to have an opportunity that you're sprinkling everywhere. Do you offer the opportunity to every hostess before she's a hostess? Tell her to take a look at joinjafra.com, jaffraroyalty.com, a couple of great websites. Have her on her event page for her party with her invitees. Post the opportunity video, because her party could be a way that she kicks off her business. Those could be her first clients, her first hostesses, and maybe even her first consultant. So prep her to take a look at the business. She's already inviting you to her home and sharing Jafra. Do you add sponsoring info to every sample, every gift bag you give away, every sachet you give away, in every client order, in every gift you give for someone who's purchasing a gift? Is it in every email? Is it in your signature line? Do you post it? Do you text about it? You know, the biggest thing people read is PS. So you could write in everything you text or write or post, who do you know looking for summer fun, income? Who loves cosmetics and beauty? Have a great referral program. Could you do $30 free for every 3 people that you bring me who might want to take a look at the business? Ask others to be on the lookout for you, to be a lookout scout, looking for people who might be interested in a summer business. Use your Jafra tools, the videos. Post those great pictures we have about the freedom to be you. And post that. Lori, again, will teach us more next week. But post pictures and tell your story, or tell a story about your consultant. Just like Rosa, she does 1 week on Facebook is about product, 1 week is about opportunity. And she takes time to private message people. Wear your Jafra pins and shirts. Like you want to have a pin of some sort. Talk to your manager. Maybe you can make some pins if you want to. But make sure you're always sporting Jafra in some way, shape, or form, if not even just purple. Rosa never leaves home without her Jafra shirt on. That's key. Do you have Jafra on your voicemail, on your cell phone, your landline if you have one? Again, Facebook, videos, email signatures. The key is have fun. Jafra's a joy, not something you have to do. It's a joy to give someone a business option for hope and change in their life. It's a joy to help their skin get the Jafra glow like we had. Remember to train yourself as well. You've got to block time to train yourself. Be a study wart so you become a master at sponsoring and leadership opportunity. Go to Be Beautiful, earn your certificate, and find the sponsoring webinars or modules. You don't have to do it every day because you got to meet people, but where's your brain time every week? Next, like Rosa, again, set a daily goal and prioritize it. How many do you want to talk to each and every day? We train you in Beautiful 3 to 5 a day. That's what Janet did. If she did 5 a day like she taught us, that's 25. You do that 4 weeks in a row, and there's your 100. Why not have 8 sponsors and 4,000 in sales by 100? Give July the 100 contacts as a way in Freedom Month of Red, White, and Blue to have a step towards that Freedom Challenge. But connect it to your why. Keep that goal in front of you like Rosa taught us last week. Then the key is help them get off to a fast income start. Hold launch or welcome parties for every new consultant, whether it's on Zoom or in a room. Use that second tool, the 90-day guide. It's downloadable in Be Beautiful and in our training resources. And talk to your new consultants each week with your manager if you're a consultant, on Zoom or in a room. 15 minutes. It works to stay connected, to make your plan. And bring guests to everything. Every Monday night, we have support for you. Unless it's holiday week like July 3rd, we won't do it there. But we have an opportunity call with Scott the last 3 Mondays of every month. We will get together on Zoom every week at 5 p.m. with guests for our opportunity call. If Scott isn't doing one, we'll do one ourselves. If Scott's doing one, we'll listen to it together. Then we'll stay on for Q&A, and we kick into our 5:30 Move It Monday for you, your guests, and your new consultants. Every Monday, we train each week. 1 week is skincare, 1 week is spa, 1 week is color, and 1 week is fragrance. We did this in June, and boy, you leaders are awesome. Many of you are with us live today. Great job. You're hearing the top consultants and leaders teach us their best practices about those products in our departments every week. And we will teach you how to sell $500 a week and sponsor one every week. How to prospect, how to sell, how to sponsor, and how to schedule. That's our goal every week. So you've got that live on Zoom right where we're at today, every week in the Amber region. Make sure you're on Facebook, Jafra Amber Region Consultant Team, Jafra Amber Region Leader Team. There you will see everything we do and we share ideas. All right, get ready for fast notes. Here we go. How do we talk to 5 to 10 a day? Make sure you use that memory jogger that we talk about in Ignite. Have that constantly when you wake up in the morning to think about who do I know, and then who and how am I going to meet people every day. You've got that warm and you've got that cold market, right? Keep jogging your memory every day. You want to carry that list. Janet did a great example. She had her notebook. You carry that with you every day. Whether it's your phone, it doesn't matter. Make sure it is with you everywhere you go every day. So when you find 5 minutes to make phone calls, you can fit those calls in for follow-up. You don't need to block hours a day to do this business. They will build into hours throughout the week, but it's 5, 10 minutes here and there. Then you want to make sure you're calling, texting, messengering, or videoing. Send a video. Shake it up and do it different. Record a recording. I thought of you today because. Do Facebook Live. Try new things. I'm talking to people about this incredible opportunity. Daily, make a plan along your way. If you know you're going to the ball fields or you're with your kids at a soccer game like Lori talked about, think about who you might talk to today or what kind of gifts could you give away along your day. Remember again, 5 to 10 new people each day is that success that Janet had. She had 5 a day, 4 weeks in a row. Then follow up on the warm list like Rosa taught us within 48 hours. Could you and your team set up some fun business tabletops this summer with fun client appreciation stations? We've been teaching sun care education stations. You can do fun little color stations. We'll teach more about that, but where could you go quickly and just set up a card table and meet new people by one quick little Jafra sampling? You can find many of those quick recipes in your action brochure each and every month. And remember to ask everyone, who do you know that? Always ask for names at the end of every person you talk to. Make prospecting or talking to people, I'll call it connecting to people, like you heard Norma talk about, like you heard Janet and you heard Lori. Make it a habit every day to meet new people and follow up with those you already know. Remember the 6 top reasons people are joining a business in direct sales. 1 in every 4 people are joining every hour on the hour. So let's make sure they know it's Jafra. Like Lori said, it's kind of that Jan Day 3-foot rule. All you want to do is connect and give them an opportunity to say yes, no, or maybe. But people are looking to be their own boss. These are the top reasons for to provide more for their family, to decide to be in control of their own income, to have flexible work hours so they can put their family or other priorities first, to have a greater sense of satisfaction, have fun with friends, a richer social life, and to enjoy products for a lifetime. And again, then we want to invite them. So first we inform. You could print that slide I just had and put it in every order and say, call me for an interview today. Remember, keep inviting people to take a look at our products and opportunity. If you book something on your calendar every week, that maybe you're going to have a place to invite people either as a team or yourself, you could have invitations ready to go, from red stamp to printing what we have online in Beautiful and in our training site. Be ready to invite them somewhere. That's that call to action that'll save you time and follow up. Whether you're going to meet them on the phone, on Zoom, on FaceTime, let them go preview joinjafra.com or jafraroyalty.com. Have them take a look and be prepared with a little view of Jafra before you get together. And again, give them your catalogs or samples if you can. You could even host cosmetics, cash, and coffee for consultant opportunities, really quick for 30 minutes, and have them again, save a chair to the left, the right, or bring 3 and get a $30 gift free. By the way, 30 could be gift certificates or the Royal Jelly travel set. You and your team could host taco nights, totally awesome career opportunity nights once a month to invite future potential leaders along the way as well. So you could have sponsoring events each week and future leader events each month as a team. Be sure you're booking your own parties. Super fun summer party. Put yourself into party training. Every week, try a different party. You're learning it on Move It Monday. Maybe host a different kind of party each summer and let people come to you. That might be easier in a busy summer versus inviting them to have a party. Do in-office stops. How about 10-minute spa visits to your top 5 friends in their office on lunch break or after work? Make sure you've got fun treat bags with royal jelly samples, fragrance samples when you're out and about. And it could be something fun with red, white, and blue coming up for the Freedom Month. We'll do some fun training ideas on that next month. And find events. There's festivals, carnivals. Oh my gosh, crappers. There's things going on, art festivals, music festivals. Check into what's going on in your community every week and last minute, see if you can set up a table. Or if not, fill your bag and go out and meet people at the event. It's not about spending more money. It's being ready to meet more people. Remember, as we celebrate this summer, our Jafra military discount of 50% off our 129 Royal Jelly Business Kit for our military families and spouses. Be ready with surveys sometimes. When you give out samples, this is a great survey you can print in Jafra Beautiful. Talk to your manager and make that business plan each week and the survey plan. Because you could go out and even just do surveys. I'm doing surveys in the area. I own a business in town, and we're doing just surveys with women when we're out and about in the park all week long. You can simply meet people by doing surveys. Look at these great questions. If you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? What are some of your main beauty concerns you have? What do you wish you could spend more time doing? What would you be interested in hearing about in an afternoon talking about beauty with your friends? Would you be interested in that? And how would your life change if you could have the benefits of a full-time job working part-time? What if you just did 1 week of surveys? Have you ever surveyed your clients with this? You could do this along the way and not even have the cost of products and just do surveys to strike up a conversation, okay? So that's informing and meeting people. Remember, when you invite people somewhere, text them instantly like Lori said. Reserve a seat if you're going to have something booked or planned, or reserve a time on the phone with you or on Zoom. Invite them to always have at least 3 more seats for free at their table or on the phone. Again, have something fun, maybe a celebration. When they bring 3, they get something free. It doesn't matter what that is. Create a system of where could you invite them. Some people like systems, not everyone does. Some people love every Monday's Merlot and Money Night and Friday Facial Day. Doesn't matter. Some people like to do Paint It Purple days every week with their team. Get some systems of fun and simplicity that you're doing it together, you and your future sponsors and your consultants. Plan a calendar to invite people to something each and every day if you can. And if not, it's okay. Just know when you're going to call them back. Tell them I make my callbacks every Wednesday and Friday between noon and 1 o'clock on lunch breaks. Can we call for 5-10 minutes? Let's book it now and I'll text you really quick. Go ahead and put your information in my phone like Lori talked about. Partner up with your manager, chat every day, and have fun. As you talk to your manager each day or your Jafra buddy, review what worked yesterday, what's working, what's not working, and what are we going to do next. Keep it simple and make fast plans. You don't need hours, just 5-10 to plan your days. Here's just a couple of snapshots we've talked about in Ignite. Choose a system like Janet showed us to keep your leads organized and your callbacks. Remember, everyone has a choice to be a consultant, a client, or a hostess. Keep those lists every single week and grow them. Just like a bank, we always deposit more names into our monthly and our weekly list. And like Lori said, it's okay if it's not now. You'll keep moving them to when it's their time, as Norma and Lori talked about. Remember their names. Find something to remember. Oh, she had that silver and pearl necklace on. So think of something that you remember her. So it's a relationship like Norma talked about. And then create that discipline. I love what Janet said. Janet said, I created discipline when I started this business that, again, I couldn't put royal jelly on my face till I connected with enough people. That's perfect. As you call people back, remember your system. These are, again, tips. Hello, this is Jackie, your Jafra consultant. Or, hello, this is Jackie. I met you at Subway yesterday. Remember, I said I was going to call you back because. Or, hi, this is Jackie. We went to high school together. You know, I'm calling you today because I see you on Facebook and I keep noticing you are such an amazing person as you raise your kids all summer long. And I'm just curious, have you ever thought of having a business that really suits raising kids? Do you have a few minutes to talk about that? Then you want to share benefits. When you write their name down because you thought of them with the memory jogger, what benefits do you see they would love most? From the product to their lifestyle to you love their personality. Like Lori said, you'd be great at this. You're so good at customer service. I appreciate that, and I'd love to invite you to my team. What makes you think about them? And then have a place to invite them like we just talked about. I've got this on Mondays, I've got this on Friday. I'd love to have you join me. Which day is best for you or which time? And then how many extra seats should I save for you and your friends? So again, remember the 4 steps. As you get together with them to present the Jafra information, it's really just sharing some of the things we talked about. What is Jafra all about? Bring your top favorite products of the month. Whether it's your pick 3 offers of the month you like, whether it's Jafra's Royal Jelly and Back of the Hand Facial that we've shown and trained on in Facebook. And then again, show them how we make money. How much does it cost to get started? Bring that action brochure so she sees the 3 kits. And then share with her how she's going to get started. Again, you've got the 90-day guide, launch party, and fast start. You can use your laptop with Jafra Royalty. And again, join Jafra.com to take them through those steps. I know Evelyn Abernethy has done that live on Zoom with them. And show her all the amazing rewards. That's the key, that royal jelly for a year, and again, an iPad mini and the income that goes alongside it. Show her all the great tools we have along the way. Most importantly, help her with that memory jogger to make her list of who's gonna love the products, who would be a great hostess, and who would love the opportunity first. Again, use your order form to show that dialogue and scripting so she knows she's confident with words. When you go to present, this is the best tool. You never have to not know what to do whether you live by your manager or not. It tells you what to pack. It tells you how to connect with people, just like Norma talked about building relationships with FORM, form. It shares with you how to share your story or the My Story we shared earlier, how to present the opportunity and demonstrate products so they know how to show and sell to make their income, how to even talk about the leadership opportunity. It's all in there. And the best part is the closing. And then what steps do you do to welcome her and congratulate her into the business? And if you get stumped when she says no, we even have a page that shows you what to say to overcome objections and all the great reasons we love being the business. This is a 5-step tool to help you to how do I hold an interview in those 5 eyes? It's right here. We even have beautiful modules that take you through how to use this. So block that brain train time and get comfortable. Carry the products that you love to demo very quick. We've taught you how to do a 2-minute back of the hand facial using royal jelly. All of that is posted on Facebook for you. Remember again to be proud of 700 products in your 4 departments: skincare, fragrance, color, and spa and beauty toiletries. And remember to always show them the 3 kit choices. We know the best is royal jelly, but this is their choice. And there's no risk starting this business, as Norma said. The only risk is never giving it a try. And then show them again their options. Whether they decide to join as a client today and save, shop and save, great. If they choose to be a hostess to book and earn free products instead, or join us and make money starting today. Show them how simple it is with the Jafra Royal options. They have all the support they need. You've got your 90-day guide. You've got monthly brochures and seasonal catalogs for full department store shopping. You have a way for them and you to mail monthly clients to your brochures, a wonderful hostess program, training 24/7 in Beautiful, Jafra Social free Facebook websites, as well as $24 a year with client direct shopping with their own personal website. We never leave anyone out. We connect everyone on Facebook, and we provide regional training and corporate training once or twice a month, and Facebook training as well. Everything is there to help them get off to a great start. As Norma said, she loves to share her story. Make sure you practice writing your 6-step story with your manager or the person who brought you into Jafra, because your story is the brand. We could have the most beautiful training and brochures, but you speaking from your heart, like Norma shared, is really what makes a difference. And your story matters, and we even show you how to do that as well in the sponsoring brochure. Most important, follow up. If they say yes, great. We sign her up, we get her training in place, we connect her to Jafra Beautiful and upcoming meetings in the area. If she says maybe, great. Let's find out what would be holding you back today. And let's help her overcome any of those holdbacks. And then invite her to give it a try and see what this could be. You might even use things like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? 10 being yes. And what would it take to make you a 10? If she says no, that's great. That's okay. I appreciate honesty, right? But remember to ask one more thing. Does no mean never or not right now? And what is it that you're concerned with? Because you know what? I feel exactly what you're feeling. I felt that way too, and here's what I found. All of that scripting is in the sponsoring brochure. And remember to always ask, who do you know that might be interested if not you? Remember in the yellow box here, if you plus who will come to your first party or come to our meeting with you. If not you, then who might you know? And if not now, then when may I call you back like Lori mentioned? So follow-up is the key. Again, there's that fun closing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how is your interest today? They might be hot, they might be warm, they might be cold. But I always ask, what would it take to make you a 10, if anything? What would be holding you back? Respond with that feel, felt, found, and try to relate to them. We've all been there, right? Invite them to Ignite. Your manager may be holding Ignite meetings during July and August, or weekly events, or monthly meetings, or your own parties. Take them alongside you to everything you're doing, and always make sure you bring guests along. Sorry, we already did that. Forgive me if I'm not mistaken. Okay, maybe not. So again, the key, we did do this, forgive me. Go back and look at your summer habit busters. Pick a couple of activities each week, each day. You maybe can't do it all, but you've got to pick a couple of things that can start to create sponsoring habits along your way every day. And work with your leader from there on out, every single day, every week. This is the joy. They will say thank you for at least thinking of me to join the business. They will say thank you. If they're not interested in the business, how about earning it free as a hostess? If not a hostess, I'd love to serve you as a client with great customer service the rest of my life. Great. And if not you, who do you know? Be a day maker and say, I thought of you because, like Lori and Norma said, you'd be a great client as a consultant because, you know, you've got great skills or you're beautiful and you'd be great at this business because. Be a because person. That means you thought of them and you're a day maker. Again, have fun sharing along your way. They will thank you for thinking of them. It's not a no. No one has died from the word no. Like Janet said that I love, 60 people said no. She's still living and breathing. But the next 40, and it wasn't 60 in a row, but out of that, 40 people now became clients, hostesses, consultants, and some of them are probably even leaders today because she said, I'm going to make a change in my business. We challenge you to do that today. The Freedom Challenge is a chance to have freedom and a lot of cash, a lot of personal growth. And the best gift is that others will thank you for thinking of them each and every day. All right, that's our training for today. I wanted to close our session, but let me just come back to our audience. Is there any other questions, comments, or ideas that have popped into your mind before we step away in the next 5 minutes today? Any aha moments or any other ideas you want to pop into our training today? All right, ladies, I want to say thank you for being here live. Thank you. You can use this all summer long. This is just a summary of we believe in you. Take the Freedom Challenge. Go out and get what you deserve by giving the gift to everyone every day. Thank you for sharing in the beginning because those tips were perfect for what we did along the way today. Happy 4th of July. Happy Freedom Month. Happy Freedom Challenge. It's still going, and let's keep growing together. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.